person in the bottom could be doing. Carl's been working out in the gym a lot lately, so we're going to test out this bench press now. So another thing that's sometimes very common, especially when we're playing this control one, I know Carl wants to turn into me and I'm putting all my weight on that chest. With my hips higher than my shoulders, I am susceptible. If Carl puts the framing hand, the one that's in here, if he just puts his hand on my hip and bridges me towards, at 45 degrees, towards his outside hip, I can get bridged off. So watch. So we're here, I'm playing the game. Why would he do this? Especially when I lift my hips. Hard to do it. If my hips are low and Carl tries to do it now, it's just not going to happen. But when I'm here being heavy as a whale, okay, and we're in our position, and I'm doing this, anytime I do that, he's just going to push me over. Okay, so again, we're here, okay. I start to lift my hips high. I'm susceptible. When Carl's hand is in my hip, he's just going to push me this way. And it takes very little effort, especially when my hips are higher than my shoulders. So, being heavy on top is not about squeezing. When you're squeezing, you're light. You need to relax, you need to sag. The analogy of you need to be like a wet blanket. When I'm like that, I'm heavy. So let's just say I'm in the position here, okay? As I start to play heavy as a whale, that control one, which we talked about in week one, when I lift my hips higher than my shoulders, the second I feel Carl's hand on my hip, alarm bells should be ringing that I can get bridged off. So as he pushes on my hip, I just turn it. Watch. There, go. I just turn it off. There's the profile. He needs this profile to actually push me off. I just turn my hip this way. And the minute he stops pushing, I just come back the way I came. Now this also leads into the broken scarf, super chill, if I can win the underhook. So say I'm here, okay, and I'm up into this position and Carl's pushing on my hip, push, I just turn. Okay, now if I have the underhook, push, that's actually giving me that position there again. So again, one more time on that. So from our position, doesn't matter whether he is pushing with the underhook or he's pushing with the frame. If he's pushing with the frame, I just turn my head as usual, so he's not pushing in my throat. Now the second he pushes on my hip, I just relax my hip. If I tense, I'm light and he's going to push me off. As he pushes up, I just turn my hip. Already I've killed that arm, and then I'm coming around and start attacking it. Sorry, bro. So again, so we want this skill of any time I feel Carl about to push on my hip, as he pushes up, I let him push it up, I just turn my hip. Does that make sense? And I've just turned my body 180 degrees. And we'll look at future classes how now I've killed the arm. The arm's away from his body, his elbow, and then I can walk it around his head and start doing things. So let's just work on that skill.